This epic trade just got a little bit more epic. More epic. This epic trade just got awesome. Awesomer, more awesome. This epic trade just got a whole lot better. Welcome back to the second part of our epic trade series. I had a bit of a delay on making the second part as I was putting together the video for what I had initially planned. I came across a related item that I thought would just complement the whole thing perfectly, and I had to wait a few days for delivery. So it's finally arrived. I'm putting these items together, and we're going to unbox them. From the description, you probably you get a good guess at what's about to jump out. But nevertheless, let's have a look. Okay, let's get on to these items. I'm going to open them up a little bit out of sequence. I'm going to save the Hot Wheels item for last. The trade part of this collection I did with a fellow South African collector, Omar. He had these available back in April, I think, and we started talking about doing a trade. Back then I didn't have the specific cars that he was looking to trade for. I actually did end up finding them just locally on the pegs a while later, but we sort of we never really finalized the deal. And when I saw the San Diego Comic-Con items going on pre-sale last month, it reminded me to get back in touch with Omar. We hashed out a deal, and he sent me these items. And then, as I said, I also acquired the third item last week, because I just thought it would complement the whole thing pretty nicely. So I'm going to set aside the Hot Wheels one. From the title, you'll probably be able to guess what's going to be coming. This is the reprint of Action Comics #1, the first appearance of Superman. There have been, and this is unfortunately not the original, the first print. They are as good as gold. This one is one of the multiple reprints. I believe this is the last reprint, which is sort of a loot crate edition. It's the full comic. Some of the previous reprints have only been the Superman story in the Action Comics, which is a bit of a thinner book, shorter story. It has its little certificate of authenticity at the back. Yeah, and Omar offered this in addition to the first item. I thought that was a nice touch, a perfect companion piece. And speaking of companion pieces, this is actually a fairly new release. Should take it out of the box. Right, so before I tear it up, I'll explain what it is. It is the first of the Funko Pop comic covers series. So they started off with the first one is the first issue of Action Comics, also featuring the same cover as the original comic. I'll tear the bubble wrap off just now. We can have a closer look at it. The second one's going to be first appearance of Batman. I believe that's going to be the Detective Comics #1. That is on pre-sale at the moment. Should also be a good one if you're into comic books and you're into Funko. Should be a good one to pick up. This actually is my first Funko. I don't foresee myself going down that rabbit hole very deep. It seems to be quite the maze once you get started. So I'll just unwrap this one and have a closer look at it. Right, and there you have it. The Funko Pop comic covers #1 featuring Action Comics #1, the first appearance of Superman. It's a pretty good companion. These come in a acrylic case. They don't. If you unwrap the cardboard, it doesn't have any windows, so that's why you sometimes get. I've seen guys getting damage on the cardboard. You're supposed to really unwrap these. It's got a cellophane wrap around it as well, and they've got mounting holes at the back so you can hang them on the wall. Show you the back art has got a better view of the original comic cover, and then the Funko itself is also the first rendition of Superman in the super suit. Okay, let's move on to the main attraction, the Hot Wheels part of this tray. Take it out of the box. And you might have guessed it already, it is the 2018 San Diego Comic-Con Hot Wheels exclusive. It's to celebrate 80 years of Superman, so it's 80 years since his first appearance on that epic cover. Since I first saw it, I thought this was one of the better collaborations. It was quite an original way to depict that that infamous cover. It is actually a genuine Hot Wheel. It's got the full premium treatment, rubber tires, metal base. It's fully detailed. There's quite a funny story. There's a good article up on Jalopnik where the guys ran a poll. They did some research beforehand, ran a poll to see if they could determine what actual car, what real life car this model was based on, because Hot Wheels, they just classified as the Action Comics sedan, so it's the green Action Comics sedan. It's a funny read. I'll link it below. They did settle on, in the end, I think, on a 1937 DeSoto, the Chrysler DeSoto, but it did appear that the Joe Shuster that drew the epic or the iconic cover might have had a whole Chrysler catalog in front of him while he was looking for inspiration, and he might have taken certain parts from other models as well. Yeah, I'll link that below. You can have a look at it. This actually comes fully. If you were to disassemble it, you could take the whole thing apart and actually get down to the Hot Wheel. I'm not going to do that, but yeah, it's a proper Hot Wheel, brilliantly done. I think it's probably one of the nicer collectibles in my collection at the moment. So yeah, that is, I would probably say, the Action Comics #1 collector's trifecta. I don't know of anything else out there that could be more perfect to add to these. But yeah, so they're going to be proper display pieces. I might replace the bag and add a board to the comic book. Those are actually still readily available. They're not that hard to find. So yeah, that's a good place to start. Okay, if you enjoy this video, if you like this sort of content, please leave a like below. You can add your comment to the discussion underneath the video, and subscribe if you haven't already to stay notified of future releases. Thanks for joining me in this epic trade series. Next week, I think it's back to pig hunting, and I'll get that out as soon as I can. Keep well, keep safe. See you later.